Niger-based Ashore.
We cannot continue like this.
Thank you very much. This project actually is how we can bring our female energy together, how we can synergize as young women to contribute our quota to nation building. How can we support the person of Comrade Omoyele Sowore in his 2023 presidential ambition and journey? I was once a student and I was a youth corper. Everything you're going through in your campuses, I went through it. Maybe even more. By the grace of God, I came here yesterday, and up until then, I've been in the student area. I've been observing. There's no lights. There's a place people go to fetch water, right? To tell you that I'm up to date. There's a place I saw you guys gathering your drums. It was so long, and I was wondering, is this how difficult it is to get water? Is it? Is it? Yes. We're saying to Nigeria, we're saying to Nigerians, we're saying to ourselves that we cannot continue like this. What does that mean? We have been accepting everything. We have been nonchalant as young women, as young girls. We've been saying to ourselves, we're helpless. But that's a lie. Whoever that tells you that there's nothing you can do, that person is lying. Or if you tell yourself there's nothing you can do, you're lying to yourself. You know the truth? If everybody in this room makes a decision that they're going to join the campaign train of Omoyele Sowore, you are making a change. You're not just making a change for yourself, you're making a change for your generation. Do you know one day you'll be an ancestor? Are you aware? That's life. Today we're cursing our ancestors. Who even carry me come this country? I don't tire. I dey vex. Do you know one day somebody will be saying that about you? Do you know that? Do you know that? Do you know that you owe your children a responsibility to deliver at your time? Do you know that? As a matter of fact, if we go back to history, the Aba Women's Riots was led by who? And it is said that anytime women join a movement, if that movement was stagnant, it will start rolling. This is a movement to change the direction of our children. This is more than a movement for Omoyele Sowore. As a matter of fact, I am here for my children. I am not here for any other person. I am here to redirect the future of my unborn children. Is anyone listening? My children cannot live in a foreign land. I want my children to be Nigerians. I want them to have access to good education. I want them to have access to what? Quality healthcare service. I want them to have what? I want them to have water. I want them to have power. I want them to have what? I want them to have an equal enabling environment. I want them to have what? I want them to be represented equally at the House of Reps, at the Senate. I want them to be able to vie for elections without being what? Rich. I want them to have a voice. And that can only happen if each and every one of you individually say, I cannot continue like this. If each and every one of us decide that enough is enough, that the worst of us cannot keep ruling the best of us. A lot of you today, if you go to America, you will do better than you're doing here. You don't even know how much potentials you have. You don't even know the greatness God has placed in each and every one of you, including the guys. A lot of you could have been football stars. A lot of you could have been engineers. But guess what? They have reduced us to POS sellers. They have reduced us to secretaries. They have reduced us to petroleum attendants. They have reduced us to hotel receptionists. That is not who we are. We are Nigerian girls, and we have much more potentials to bring on the table. But you have to accept it first. You need to realize that you have potentials. You need to say enough is enough. And you know what? The Omoyele Sowore train is the only place where you can get that voice. The Omoyele Sowore 2023 presidential journey is more than just somebody who wants to be a president. It's a revolution. It's a movement for for the masses, for the commoners. It is a movement to break the barrier between the rich and the poor. We know the cost of food in the market. I don't need to tell you. Do I need to tell you? Okay, it's fine because you're a student. You can buy one Indomie and make egg. Right? You can buy RC and feel good for the moment. What happens when you have a child? The moment you get pregnant, I'm not talking about marriage, the moment you get pregnant and you decide to raise a child today, you become poor. You become poor. Do you know what it costs to buy Pampers? Do you know what it costs to buy baby milk? Of course you don't want to get to that journey. The moment you get poor in Nigeria is when you get married. Our guys are not even getting married anymore. Guys, am I talking? Our guys are scared to get married because we don't have any source of income. You only get married when you have a source to feed your family.